Hello there, and welcome back to my little bit of Mexico. Now, this might seem a little bit on the unusual, but I did see on the news today a new law that was passed, and it's called Therians Law. Now, a Therian is a person who identifies themselves as a particular kind of animal. And every person has their stereotype animal. And in the law that was passed, the young guy who called for it to be passed, his stereotype animal, was a horse. The law was passed today in the Nuevo León Congress, and it's all about freedom of expression. And I'm not sure if it's the first time a law like this has been passed, but it's, as I say, freedom of expression and respect for young people who identify within the LGBTQ plus community as being an animal. It's kind of an initiative that includes sanctions for teachers, maybe administrators and people at companies who fail to comply with these new regulations. It's I guess it's like a coexistence of students and others in educational departments. And it creates guidelines that prevents any acts of violence against these people. And many people have had acts of violence against them. I don't know why. Why not let people be what they want to be? And if you want to identify as an animal, why not? You're within your rights to be whoever you want to be. I thought we were a world of freedom. Well, maybe not in some places. But yes, it's your expression of identity, and wherever you happen to want to express it, whether in a public or a private place. A young guy called Luis, a 28-year-old young man who identifies as a horse, is the man who brought this case forward, this law forward, because it's really something that prevents bullying and harassment, and especially in the community. And there is a lot of harassment of people who identify with whatever animal is maybe their spirit guide. Maybe it is a spirit guide. I don't know. I don't know much about this case. For most traditional people, they might just look at the people and say, they're crazy. But no, people identify as whatever they want to be. And surely you should. But yes, it's something to educate people, I think, especially within educational establishments, who should be aware that not everybody is the same. The young man, Luis, said that it will make people feel a lot more dignified and have maybe a greater sense of purpose, and certainly improve their well-being. As he said, we are trying to feel dignified because in the eyes of society, we are always treated like we're crazy. Our opinions are disregarded. Somehow we try to avoid that kind of discrimination, that fear of what others will say, is what he said. One piece I read, which I don't know if it's kind of cynical or condescending in some ways, but at the end of one of the articles I can't remember if it was Excelsior or whatever newspaper, but it finishes with, during his time at the state congress, the young man behaved like a horse and even ate some of the plants that were there in the garden. Is that condescending or what? I don't know. I mean, after all, what harm are these people doing? they're amusing themselves. They're enjoying their life as they want to enjoy it. Anyway, thank you all very much for joining. Bye for now. See you soon. And I'll look at some other news items.